and welcome to Ginger Welsh Allotments. I am Bethan and it's another windy morning over here, so I hope you can hear me. Today I wanted to show you what I've been up to on the plot, as I haven't done an awful lot, but I have been accumulating materials to get bits and bobs done. So I thought I'd take you around and show you what is on the cards today. I've amassed a large collection of pallets now. This was one truckload, and I've taken a couple of pallets to make another compost heap up the top, and I've also got another truckload which I haven't unloaded yet to come over here. So I'll be breaking down a lot of pallets in my very near future. I've decided for the time being that I might just put my fruit cage on the back burner, because half the material that I acquired for it was used to make the chicken run, the extension on the chicken run. And also with the vandalism over here, I don't want to spend a load of money putting in a fruit cage to have it broken down. So I think it'll just be a case of bamboo and netting again this year. But that's fine. It just means I can concentrate on getting the surrounds around my beds done instead. The rhubarb has grown a great amount over this last couple of weeks. It must like the wind. This is the Timperley Early, which I took a harvest from the other day and is probably ready for another harvest. But I don't think I'll take it today because my parents are visiting at the end of the week, and I think I'll just leave it in until they go back, and then I can give them some fresh rhubarb to go home with. I was going to uncover my cloches today, but it's so windy, I think I'll leave them on until a more tranquil day. I started emptying my compost heap yesterday, and I was using this grid here to sieve the compost, although I think the mesh is a bit too big. It's letting too many chunks of things through. But I did end up putting the compost on this bed where I'm going to put my onions, which was the job I was going to do today. But because it's so windy, I didn't really want to put the onions in on this windy day. And at the top here, my garlic is coming through. Now, do you think I should put some of this compost on top of that garlic? Because that's had nothing done to the ground since last year. So I was just wondering if I should put a top dressing of compost on top, or whether I should just leave it until I take the garlic out. Let me know your thoughts. Heading back over to the compost heaps, I've got a fair amount of work to do here because these two heaps need to be emptied. Their compost is ready to go back on the ground. Now this small compost heap here, I'm going to put my chicken manure in. This compost heap here has got horse manure in, and if you can see, I've put some wire netting in here because the compost is falling out to the sides. So I want to do that on all the compost heaps down here. And I've also got a door to put on here. Well, I'm making a door to put on here. And I've got these two pallets to make another horse manure compost heap at the end here. But they're all kind of waiting on one another really, because I need to bring the chicken manure over from my house very soon, because the plastic compost heap I'm using at the moment is really full to the top. But I need to empty this compost heap into this end one once I've put the netting on it. And I think that's going to be my job for today. But I'm not really sure whether to put this compost onto my long beds or whether to fill up my my raised beds down there, because they need filling. I'm waiting for my neighbour who said he was getting a delivery of manure, but that doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon. So I think I might end up filling these beds with my manure and top dressing with last year's spent potato compost. And then if he does get some manure, I can just maybe top dress with well rotted manure as well. The other job I've done is laid this pathway here, so I'll have a nice bed there as well. I did plant my sweet corn and sunflowers here last year, and I've also put in 2 long raised beds down there. So that part is really, the infrastructure is now in place for the plot, so I was pleased to get that done. And down the bottom I should put in more of that sort type of beds, and that will be a flower area there. Across from the flower section, I'm going to put in a wildlife and flower section here as well. I'm now going to get on with assembling this compost heap, and then maybe emptying that far one and sieving it. I got my compost heap done, but I'm afraid that's it, because I have to go home and get my daughter. I thought I would have gone a bit further, but it doesn't help that I forgot my gloves. So I'm going to go home and maybe break down a couple of pallets before I go and get her. All I can say about that and my job today is lovely job!